Our stories, our community. This is Local 5 News with Tom Zaleski, Aaron Davison, and Chief Meteorologist Luke Sanfey.
Now on Local 5, the first big snowfall of the season is upon us, and it's quite messy out there right now. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Aaron Davison.
And I'm Tom Zaleski. We start with team weather coverage. It has been coming down, snowing all afternoon. Robin O'Guinye is live in Green Bay. Justin Razavi reporting on conditions in the Fox Valley. We will start things off, though, with meteorologist Chad Rathlisberger, who joins us from the Weather Center with more on all the snowfall. Chad.
All right, Tom and Aaron. Well, not a large storm by any means, but a few inches of snow has already fallen across northeastern Wisconsin. Obviously, bad timing for your evening commutes. Again, winter weather advisory in effect for much of the area. That runs until 3 o'clock Tuesday morning. First of all, lighter snow as you head towards the Northwoods. Areas around Highway 64 and Highway 8, a few light snow showers at the moment. But as we head towards Green Bay and the Fox Cities and along the lakeshore, notice some of those darker blues on the radar. That's some moderate to at times heavy snow, and we've had a couple of bursts of snow around Oshkosh and Fond du Lac. That is continuing to move off to the north and east, so areas around Kewaunee, Manitowoc, and even Sheboygan could see some heavier snow down I-43 over the next few hours, and there's still more snow off to our west that we have to get through. So again, this will continue as we enter the early evening hours. Futurecasts eventually showing the snow wrapping up as we head towards midnight and into the early morning hours on Tuesday. Additional snow on top of what we have gotten right now could be around 1 to 3 inches. So guys, if you are doing any traveling here later on this evening and into the overnight, take it slow and have a good plan to get home here later on tonight.
All right, Chad, thank you. As Chad mentioned, snow is affecting travel throughout northeast Wisconsin, making a lot of the roads slippery and hazardous.
Local 5's Robin O'Guinye is live with more on how the roads are looking right now. Robin.
Aaron, Tom, as you can see, the snow is not giving up this New Year's Eve. But from what I observed, most of the main roads have been cleared or plowed. It's the smaller side roads that you'll want to be a little bit more cautious on. For those who plan to go out this evening to celebrate, make sure to leave a little bit early because traffic is pretty heavy and has not let up all day despite the snow. Fortunately, it looks like everyone is making an effort to drive slowly and safely. And in many areas, the roads haven't been cleared, and there are spots where that snow has piled up. So again, like Chad said, if you plan to go out tonight to celebrate, make sure to leave early and to drive slowly. We'll be out here on the roads in Green Bay all evening to bring you the conditions to hopefully make your New Year's Eve travel a little bit safer. But for now, reporting live in Green Bay, Robin O'Guinye, Local 5 News.
Thank you, Robin. And in the Fox Cities, the snow has also been impacting the area for the last several hours.
And that's where we find Local 5's Justin Razavi. Justin, what about the roads down there?
Hey, Tom. Hey, Aaron. How's it going? We didn't get our white Christmas, but we got a white New Year's Eve, so Mother Nature taking a week off. Tom and Aaron, take a look. We saw an accident just happen. Car just slid off the road behind us. So fortunately, we drove down Highway 41. And fortunately, we didn't see many accidents. We did see a couple of small accidents. And the roads weren't terrible. I wouldn't call them great, but they weren't terrible. We drove about 50 miles an hour on the way down, so a little slower than normal. But snow, as you can see, still coming down. I'm probably going to be a snowman by the end of this live shot. So snow is still coming down, and it's accumulating. And the roads are covered with some snow. But traffic moving out there okay. Like I said, about 50 miles an hour is what we were going. So anyone out there, if you need to get on the roads, it's probably okay to drive, but definitely I would suggest not getting on the roads unless you have to. And let's take a look at the accumulation of snow here. I would say it's getting close to about an inch, probably a little bit less than an inch, but you can see quite the accumulation out here on the parking lot of our Fox Valley Bureau here for Local 5. So folks, again, be safe out there. Again, roads not terrible. They're drivable, but I would definitely advise not going out unless you have to. For now, Happy New Year, everybody. Live in Little Chute, Justin Razavi, Local 5 News.
Quite an accumulation on your code, too. Thanks, Justin. Well, despite the less than ideal road conditions throughout the area, New Year's celebrations will go on as scheduled. The city of Menasha will hold its 26th annual First Eve celebration from Curtis Reed Square tonight. The event will feature live music, street dancing, fireworks, and their own ball drop. It's all free and begins at 11 p.m. tonight.
And the Titletown District is set to host its first annual New Year's Eve celebration. celebration. Festivities include extended ice skating and tubing hours, ice carving, live entertainment, and interactive games. The fun got underway at 4, and it's going to end tonight at midnight with fireworks.
And whether you'll be out or staying in this New Year's, join us here on Local 5 for our first Eve celebration. It begins at 11:37 tonight. We will have crews both at the Titletown District and in downtown Menasha. You can come by and say hi or watch us on air or on our live stream at wearegreenbay.com.
Keeping it local this evening, Green Bay police officer Mike Netzger has a deeply personal connection to this fight against drunk driving. On June 3rd of 2008, his stepdaughter, Ashley Britch Netzger, and her friend, Talia Hero, were killed after a drunk driver crashed into their car in Ashwaubenon. Since then, Officer Netzger has been an advocate against drunk driving, and on this week's Newsmaker Sunday, Netzger talked about that awful night and having to break the news to his wife.
But when I went upstairs and I woke Lisa there, I did not have the courage to tell her the truth. And I had said to her, I said, Ashley's been involved in an accident. We have to get to the hospital. Little did she know that there were 2 deputies in our living room and a uniformed Green Bay police officer in an off-duty uniform. And when Lisa came down the stairs and around the corner, and I finally had the courage to tell her, it is her scream and her cry that the deputies and the officers will never forget when she collapsed on the floor. And she said, no, no, I wish it were me. One of the most...
Mike Netzger, who is now a sergeant with the Green Bay Police Department, he has a book titled Ashley's Story, written to share his tragedy and remind people of the dangers of drunk driving.
Local law enforcement across the state are determined to keep the streets free of drunk drivers tonight. There's no need to make a potentially deadly decision this New Year's Eve. If you are drinking, don't drive. Get home safely by getting an Uber or Lyft, or let your bartender know you need a ride with the Tavern League Safe Ride program.
What really feels great is when I come in the morning and I see a lot of vehicles in my parking lot. That shows that they were safe and responsible going out.
For a list of bars that are part of the rideshare program, check out wearegreenbay.com. Well, golf has been one of Americans' favorite pastimes for years.
And while it's fun to play, it can be social as well. The sport can also offer some health benefits. We'll explain how in Health Watch.
And snow will stick around for the next few hours, and then much colder weather arrives for the beginning of 2019. That's all ahead in your Storm Team 5 forecast.
You're watching Local 5 News with Tom Zalaski and Aaron Davison.